Hey y'all, and welcome to the Seeing Through My Eyes channel again. If you've been back to this channel more than once, of course you know that I am so grateful that you've come back and decided to spend some more time with me as I share my healing journey. Additionally, if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for showing up. I so appreciate it. So today's topic is going to be about how my son still comes and spends time with me. To date, he still spends time with me. In the first video, my introduction video, I said it so clearly. I know that you're with me. I know that you're still with me, because he is. He is still with me. And there are so many things that have happened since him passing that proves that. Now, it might not make sense to anyone else, but it is sure clear to me. And maybe others who have had similar situations or similar events happen. So I remember the first time that he showed up outside of his body. He had just passed, I think it was maybe 2 days after he passed, and I was completely, I don't even know. I just felt like I feel like I'm about to cry. I feel like I was just existing. Like I was just here. And I think I felt kind of numb. And I just wanted my boy. I wanted my son. So, y'all bear with me. So, I recall being at my daughter's home, and we were sitting on the couch, and nothing was on. Everything was so still in the house. Like, there was no television, there was no movement. Like, everything just felt still. And so she came out of her room and came to sit down on the couch with me. And I don't know what she said to me. I don't know what I said to her. But I promise you, the computer that was sitting over in the corner that had been off for the past couple of days, like no one touched it. There was no one even there. There was no rumbling, no glitch in the electricity, nothing. But all of a sudden, that computer turned on. That computer turned on. And her and I looked at the computer, and we looked at each other, and we just, I think we were stuck. We were stuck. We didn't move. We didn't say anything. We were like kind of in shock, trying to understand, how did that computer just turn on when no one's there to turn it on? Okay. So after a moment, I decided to get up to go investigate it. And I promise you, I got probably 2 steps, not 2 feet, but 2 footsteps close to the computer to try to, I don't know what I was going to do, but I was going to investigate, how did this computer cut on? And as soon as I was 2 steps away, you know how you power your computer off? Like if you just hold the power button, how it like does that sharp cut off? That's how the computer cut off. At that moment, I felt like that was my son. In fact, I know it was my son. I know it was my son saying, "Mommy, I'm here. I'm here." And I would be forever grateful for that moment, which is why I'm crying right now, because I would be so forever grateful for that moment. There have been other things that have occurred as well. One day I was leaving out of the house, and I couldn't find my keys. I couldn't find my keys. And I always put my keys in this exact same place every single time. I never put my keys anyplace else. I always put my keys in the same location. So I'm looking for my keys. I don't know how my keys got right by that door, but my keys got right by the front door. Once again, I felt like that was my boy saying, "Mom, with you." Another thing, I always see quarters. Like, quarters are just always just somewhere, whether it's on the floor in my car, it's in the car seat in my car, it's on the floor in the house. It's like quarters are always somewhere. I'm going to tell you about the quarters. So one day, one of my childhood friends and I, we were having a conversation, and unfortunately, one of her parents had passed away during the time that we had this conversation. And back then, I used to see dimes all the time. I would see dimes in random places. Now, I didn't know that it had a meaning, or if I should even research to find if there's a meaning for that. But I did pay attention that I'm always seeing dimes, just random places. And as her and I were talking one day, she said, "Yeah, my dad always leaves me dimes." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I always see these dimes." And I claimed her dad as my dad. I claimed him as, there was no conversation about it. I just claimed her father as my father too. But I would always see dimes as well. And I never seen dimes before, or remember seeing dimes before she shared that before he passed. And when she shared that with me, I said to her, "Oh my gosh, I see dimes all the time too." Well, now, here I am, dealing with the passing of my son, and I see quarters all the time. And whenever I see quarters, I never move them. I keep them exactly where they are. I don't move them because I feel like he left it there for me. Now, unfortunately, the quarters that I would see in the car, on the floor, or wherever I would see them, I don't have pictures of them, but I do have this one picture of a quarter in my closet that I have not moved since the time that and it's been months. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a long time. And so with that, I feel that my son has this way of being able to communicate with me from a different realm. And because of these things would happen so often, it made me think of the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. Now, Whoopi Goldberg could always hear Patrick Swayze. She could never see him, but she could always hear him, and she thought she was crazy at first. But once he realized that he could move and touch objects, if you're old enough to remember, or even if you have not seen the movie Ghost, watch that movie, because the one thing that stood out the most to me is when he was trying to connect with her. And she would not listen to Whoopi Goldberg saying that he's standing right here. He's right here. He's telling you he's here. Patrick Swayze took a penny and he slid it up the door. And Demi Moore was able to see it, and immediately tears fell from her eyes because there was no one there moving that quarter that she could see. But that was his way of letting her know that I am still right here, and I have these gifts that you may not understand. but he was able to move that penny up that door. I feel like my son does the same thing and lets me know that he's with me. There's been so many things, so many things. In addition to one time after, it's been several occasions, but after his passing, I would always see bees. And at first it would be annoying because these, like, bee would just, I'm like, why are these bees? Like, why is it a bee just right here? And I'm gonna tell you when it stood out. My son and I, one day, we're going to get acacia bowls, aki bowls, or whatever you call those bowls, acai bowls, I think that's how you pronounce them. And it's in the winter. It's winter. Why are there bees out? Maybe they are out in the winter, but I've never seen a bee out in the winter before. So we're walking to the car, and it's this one bee that just won't leave us alone. It just won't leave us alone. And when we got in the car, the bee got in the car too. And initially, because my son, he does not like bugs at all. Him and his sister, they do not like bugs at all. But as I thought about it, I'm like, wait. Let's not swat at the bee. Let's let the bee just be in here with us. And so we did. So from that moment, I've had this passion for bees. I literally love bees now. If a bee flies beside me, I don't panic. If a bee is just buzzing around me, I don't swat it away. I literally embrace it. I want bees to come to me. I want them to stay around me. I do. And so with that, I just remember, and I still to this day want this, but I remember I was missing my boys so much. And all I wanted all I wanted was for my baby to stand in front of me so that I could hug him, because he's taller than me and he's so skinny, you know. And when I would hug him, because he's so tall than me, I could only hug him around his waist because he kind of towered over me some. And even now, I could feel his body in my arms. And I just wanted to feel that again. And I wanted to feel holding his hand again. And I wanted that so bad. And I just felt like it was so unfair that I could not hold or touch my boy again, and I wanted to. But let me tell you one thing. People, I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I'm just telling my story. I'm telling my truth, and I'm telling my journey. And I'm a dreamer. I think in my last video I did, when I was telling y'all about that giraffe, my son stays in contact with me. He still visits me. He still stays in contact with me. And I will be forever grateful, and I will never give that up, ever. So, one night I'm dreaming, which is not unusual for me to dream. Now, in the beginning of the dream, It's me and my cousin. We're like sitting up, like, you know how like concert seats are or whatever, like bleacher type. We're sitting like kind of up in some bleachers, like in a concert or something. I don't know what it was, but it kind of gave me the seating, how the seating was is like if it was like a bleacher style, but inside, indoors. And so, I don't know, we got up and we started walking, and we kind of walked down a couple of stairs. And at the bottom of the stairs were, and it wasn't like we were going down for anybody who's about to freak out. It wasn't like it was like these long stairs and we traveled down. No, we probably went down probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 steps, 10 to 7 steps. And then we got to the bottom of that stairwell, and at that bottom of the stairwell, there was like a door entry. And check this out. It was a door entry, but the door didn't have like an open and shut type door. It had, if you can imagine what a thick, heavy plastic shower curtain, clear, transparent, but because it's so thick you can't really see all the way through it. It was kind of like that, but it was like a curtain, but very thick, transparent curtain type of thingy-majiggy. There's a person standing on the side of it. That person opened up that curtain type thing, and I don't know, I went in. And when I went in, it kind of looked like a studio, like a studio a little bit. Now the thing about it is, my son, when I say multi-talented, my children are multi-talented, like they have so many different talents. And one of his talents, like his sister, is music. And he loved creating beats. And so I seen this boy, young man, kind of sitting at the, I don't know what you call the thing, but like in a studio, sitting at like the dashboard or whatever, I don't know what it's called. And when I looked, I said, that looked like my son. And then the boy turned, he's sitting on like a swivel seat or something. And when he turned around, I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, that is my son. That's my son. And he got up. And he came and he hugged me. And because, like I said, he's taller than me, and I'm feeling his body and I'm hugging him. And the beautiful thing is, he lifted me up off the floor. While he was hugging me so tight, and I'm hugging him so tight, he lifted me up off that floor. And I held on to him, and I'm like, I called him his name, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's you. And we hold hands. I grabbed his hand and I hold his hands. And when I tell y'all that I know that was real. I'm not even going to say that it felt real, but just so everybody can have an understanding of what I'm saying, it felt so real. But I promise you, it was real. He came and he gave me what I wanted. I wanted my hug, and I wanted to hold his hands again. And he gave me even better than that. He held on to me and he lifted me up off that floor while he was hugging me. And do y'all know I could still see every moment in that dream right now as I'm telling y'all this? I know some people say, oh, when they're dead, they're gone. Well, nothing against anyone else, but obviously it's clear to me that there are definitely other realms or some place that I don't know. I visit mine, and I'm so grateful that I do, and that I've had the opportunity to do that. I'll tell y'all one more thing, because I'm sitting up here crying on this camera. Am I going to post this? I don't know. I'm going to see what I'm looking like, because Lord knows I did not think I was going to cry. But then again, I didn't. I didn't think I was going to cry like this. But I always see patterns of numbers. And more, it's not even like it's like it might be 3 months, 4 months. No, I see patterns of numbers all the time. Okay? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all and show y'all that I see one, or one all the time. And I'm going to show you proof of that. That I see 111 or 1111 all the time. Now, for those who know, they know what month. They know what day that me and my baby share. And when I tell you, when I see those ones, it refreshes my soul. I love it. Now, when I pull up the meaning of 111, 1111, it basically states that it's an angel number. It's angel numbers, and it basically states that you have like a spiritual guide. You're on the right path. Whatever you're doing in your life, keep doing it, because you're doing something good and you're guided and you're protected. I promise you that I am so grateful that I've seen these pattern of numbers all the time, and I welcome them. So for anyone who has lost a loved one, my condolences to you. For anyone who has lost anything that has impacted your life traumatically, my sympathy goes out to you. Loss is a terrible thing. But like I said in my intro video, what I decided to do was to take the thing that felt so diabolically, detrimentally dead to me, and I turned it into this channel just to connect with someone or people who may have gone through this or be going through this, to find people who had it's an awful thing to have to even endure this type of thing and kind of feel alone, even though I love my isolation. I do. But I just feel that if I can, you hear this all the time, if you can help one person, I mean that from the depths of my heart and my soul. If it just helps one person to know that there's someone else that feels like them, I'm her. I'm her. And I feel your pain. And I feel your grief. And I feel the heavy burden of that loss. But if I could just encourage you to see beyond that, see and create something beautiful out of that, I'm doing that right now for my baby. I'm going to do that for my boy. I'm literally doing it. I think this is what, the fifth or the fourth video that I'm doing. I'm doing this for my baby. And it's not just in the remembrance of, I'm creating something here for my baby. So that is what I'm going to do. That is what I'm doing. So again, name of the channel, Seeing Through My Eyes. See my healing journey through my eyes. Watch me elevate. Watch me transform. Watch me from beginning to the end. I don't know how long this channel is going to exist, but I promise you one thing, you're going to see me transform. You're going to see me transform like the phoenix. Till next time, see through my eyes.